Hello, you just reached MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style Apparel. We're currently tying up phone lines and burning through cell minutes to get you closer to the guys on top of the boxes and over the wall down on Pit Road. Thank you for holding. You are now being connected to your hosts, Sammi Joe Francis and Rocko Williams.
Hey there, welcome back to another episode of MRN's Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires. I'm Sammi Joe Francis.
And I'm Rocko Williams, and I'm dancing.
He's dancing for multiple reasons. You had a very exciting time meeting people at the racetrack.
I wasn't at the racetrack per se, but...
How did you meet them then?
Migos was there. Migos. So phones were blowing up.
Don't worry to all of our viewers.
Phones
we'll
were blowing up.
Who that is.
Yeah. Migos. Walk it like I talk it. But anyways, what are you saying, Sammy? Walk it like I talk
We've got some additional things on our desk. We've got STP, which I'll explain in a little bit, and we've got a miniature clock, which is adorable. And I think you have the scoop on this.
It's not just a clock.
What is it?
What is it? Is it look like a Timex? This is a grandfather clock, and it is a Martinsville replica. You know, cute little replica. You know, one that anybody would like to have of the clock that you win from winning the Martinsville race. You receive this when you win the race.
Everybody wins one?
The crew members and guys who had any type of dealings with the race, I'm sure. But
that's a lot
yes.
of grandfather clocks.
Oh, it's nice.
Now,
I want one just like that.
Do you?
Yeah. I might have one similar to it as well.
Well, I'd like to see more of this. You know, I feel like we've really stepped our game up and done our own version of MRN's cribs.
Yeah,
right?
It might have been. But back to California, you know, like I said, it was an exciting race. I wasn't there, you know, physically, but watching the race, Cup race in short, Truex dominated, won both stages. You know, he was somewhat Harvicking, as you can say, but he.
I know. I saw that he led for 125 laps of 200.
Won both stages and just balled out on him.
Yeah.
You know, he walked it like he talked it. Walk it. That's another Migos version.
I'm
going to incorporate Migos quotes throughout this whole show.
I
even wrote them down
behind
me, but no, Truex definitely walked it like he talked it. But anyways, and then the Xfinity race, you had Logano walk it like he talks it, and he won the race as well, dominated, led a bunch of laps. So it was fun to see. Junior Motorsports does really well there anyways, and they lived up to the hype and did a really good job.
So I have to bring this up because I feel like if you've ever watched a football game and they say, oh, he's never missed a point after attempt, then he misses it.
Oh, yeah.
And what we did last week was, oh, Harvick's got this. It's in his backyard. He's going to win this. He's going to win 4 in a row. And then, well.
Oh, yeah. He kind of stepped on his own. Well, he didn't walk it like he talked it.
Right.
Walk it like he. But, you know, anyways, how Harvick, you'll have that. What impressed me about Harvick, though, he did finish the race.
Yeah.
You know, that crew did a.
Despite.
They did an excellent job in getting that car. I mean, he hit a ton on the outside wall.
Yeah.
And just for that crew, the pit crew, to get that car running again. You know,
I was surprised about that.
You know,
I didn't think they would get back in there.
They even tried to push the envelope a little bit with the bear bond, and you know, and NASCAR was on top of that. They didn't, but they got that car out there, and it's miserable for a driver. I can imagine them running a wrecked car for over 100 laps. You know, but they did not leave a point on the board, and.
Miserable for the driver and the crew.
Well, the crew not so much because they're getting, you know, it depends on if the damage affects them performing their job.
Right.
Which it might not have been the case. But anyways, it shows you the caliber of team that SHR is when they leave not a single point on the board. You know, and no matter how, you know, not every team can, you know, wreck like that and get the car back out there. So I think they showed a lot of.
He's got an impressive crew, though.
Oh, yeah, he does.
So props to them.
Mm-hmm.
Good things going on over there. And then I really want to get to this video. I need to see it. I know we've recapped California, and I'm going to come back to it.
Get to see this clock.
Can you show us the video?
Yeah, I can show you the video.
All right. Let's go and see this
video.
Inside scoop.
Hey, Slaw TV Cribs, MRN Cribs. We're going to the Slaw House. Is that good?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, hey, may I help you? Oh, you're here with MRN Crew Call, aren't you? And you're here to see the Martinsville clock. Well, you got your hot pass? All right, you're good to go. Come on in. All right, guys, I'd like you to meet Martin. This is the official trophy that you win for Martinsville Speedway. As you can see, mine is a little different. I have Jeff Gordon's signature. He signed this one personally for me. And as we take a look on the inside, everything is 24 karat gold, moving parts. It's pretty. Anyways, I'm excited this week because I can run this clock this week. Normally we can't. It wakes up everyone in the house. Wifey's complaining, the kids are playing, won't go to sleep. So, with it being Martinsville weekend, let me let you hear what this sounds like. Sounds good, right? 68 races at Martinsville Speedway. Hendrick Motorsports has won 35% of the races. Guys, who do you think is going to win?
Of course, Andrew Bush.
Who do you think is going to win?
Of course, Chase Elliott.
Major, who do you think is going to win?
Me.
You're going to win the race. Anyways, thank you for coming by the Slaughterhouse. Thank you for taking a look at my clock. MRN Crew Call.
I mean, my money's on her for winning.
Well, that's my little racer.
Okay,
know?
We've got more MRN Crew Call coming up right after this.
I'm former crew chief and STP auto expert Steve Letarte. Does your engine feel like it's down on power? It could be caused by deposits on fuel injectors, engine valves, and combustion chambers. An easy way to help clean up your fuel system and restore lost power is through the gas tank with STP Ultra 5-in-1 Fuel System Cleaner. One bottle contains 3 times the amount of cleaning agents versus the leading premium gasoline to help keep your engine running strong. STP inside every great machine.
One bottle contains 3 times by weight the amount of cleaning agents and 35 gallons of the leading premium gasoline.
Grunt style. The American fighting spirit is in everything we make. We are 500 patriots and veterans strong, bringing clothing manufacturing back to the United States of America. Always moving forward, never retreating, never giving up. We are Grunt style, and this we'll defend. Get yours at gruntstyle.com or on the track this week at Martinsville Speedway.
Mayhem, a state of havoc, pandemonium, bedlam, or madness.
The Keselowski tangle. Kurt Busch slams the inside wall.
Then he goes up the racetrack, and here comes Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch, oh, Elliott spin!
Mayhem, what happens at Martinsville. Tickets are on sale now for the STP 500 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race on March 25th. Call 877-RACE-TICKS or visit martinsvillespeedway.com to purchase yours. Martinsville Speedway, a half mile of mayhem.
Thank you for listening to our program. If you like what you hear, tell your friends. If you don't, tell them we're the Inside Line. You're being transferred back to Sammi Joe and Rocko.
Welcome back to MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires. I'm Sammi Joe Francis.
And I'm Rocko.
Rocko Williams. Are you printing it right now? You just shortened it to Rocko. Just one name.
Rocko. Hey,
Rocko, my
which way am I
boy,
looking?
you know? You know Rocko?
Ask me which way am I looking?
What way? I know where this is going.
Which way?
What way are you looking?
That way.
That's another
Migos. Hey, they were at the track in California. Made my day.
Why were they at the track?
Well, you know, they have a song, Motorsport, and they actually are interested in the sport. You know, just seeing them out there and interacting with the drivers and the crew members.
Migos is a group, by the way. It's
They're a rap
3
group.
artists.
They're a rap group, and they're 3 artists, Atlanta-based group.
Yep.
Out of Gwinnett County, and big. I mean, just
they're
time.
taking it over.
No, they're big time. You know,
Yeah.
they are basically.
Did they play
changing the
motorsport
game.
at the track?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. They should have. They have
I mean, it's a
motorsport. They
perfect
have so
song.
many hits. But
Yeah.
it's the equivalent to, let's say, Kenny Chesney coming to the track in Nashville.
But that's the only country artist you know.
That's the only one I know. I'm learning. Give me one.
Sugarland.
Yeah, Sugarland is at the track, standing next to you. You
All
look
right.
over Sugarland, you're going to be excited.
I would be.
That would be the equivalent.
Love some Sugarlands. Okay, so I've got homework on the board. Migos, we've got something to the far left that I'm going to ignore.
It's just paying homage to Migos. You know, I'm going to incorporate their slogans and some of their songs.
I feel like
in
we've
our
done all 3,
conversation.
though.
In our conversation.
Motorsport?
Oh, we still got more to
that
do.
way.
We still have more
Walk
to
it
do.
like I talk it.
Walk it like I. You have to bounce when you say it.
Right.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
Okay, we were discussing a little bit during the break of
yeah.
who we're talking to coming up, which is Paul Swan, who is the rear tire carrier for number 3, Austin Dillon. And there's 2 different philosophies. Now, this is not my MO, so I'm going to go to my info guy.
Well, we at ATC, we have 2 philosophies. We have the 1 tire system and we have the 2 tire. We have the 1 tire carrier philosophy and we have the 2 the two tire carrier philosophy. So therefore, if you have two elite tire carriers and you're trying to find the most effective way to do a five-man pit stop, you should have both of your tire carriers learn how to jack. Therefore, you see some of those guys doing that where you have the rear tire carrier index the tire, put the tire on in 0.9 seconds, and then he will grab the jack and run around to the left side, jack the left side up, and he has to do that in under 3 seconds. As well as the one tire carrier's philosophy involves one jack man, one tire carrier. So the jack man is basically jacking up the right and the left side the whole time. So
what do you think is a better system?
Well, it depends on your personnel. Like if you have a surplus of tire carriers, elite tire carriers, it's easier to teach a tire carrier to jack as opposed to teaching oversized jack man how to carry.
Gotcha.
You know, the jack man, I look at it more as a skill set where tire carrying is an art form. You know, this is something.
Do you tire carry at all?
Yes, I tire carry.
Okay.
That's my forte. I love tire carrying. You know, it's one of those positions where it's not given the respect due. You know, it's a position where on the outside looking in, anyone thinks they can put on a tire or learn how to do it. But to do it meticulously fast in 0.7 to 0.9 seconds.
Are you the best out there?
Well, I'm not saying
I'm asking hard-hitting questions.
First of all, I was the best out there. You know, now
you're Jackman.
You know, I'm a Jackman tire carrier. I still have a lot of pride in the way I carry tires because I love it. And if you love doing something, if you don't think you're the best at what you do, then why do it?
Right.
You know, that's how I look at it. So anyways.
Which is why we're here.
And Paul Swan, he's one of the best. He's worked hard. Watching him come up through the ARCA ranks and work his way.
And quickly, right?
Yeah, and you know, he's got it down. And
okay, and I say quickly, but give our viewers a little bit of insight on what is the time process when you get into this field to working yourself up to NASCAR?
That's a great question, and it varies, Sammy. For an elite tire changer, it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 years to make it up to the highest levels of the sport. Okay. You know, just learning what you have to do.
2 to 3 years or 2 to 3 seasons?
2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 seasons. You know, it's around the same. But, you know, you have to go through things to learn how to, you know, perfect your craft. A jackman, it typically takes the same. You know, he's looked at, in the past, when they had the 6-man crew, he was the captain of the team. You know, he's the one you can't change the tires until the jack is up. So therefore, jackman was 2 to 3 years as well. And tire carriers really, they progress quickly. Okay. You know, you could start carrying tires on an elite level after the first year. You know, if you have a strong work ethic and you really had a good coach, you could, within a year, you could be performing at the highest level, but then that's when the differences, the distinctions are made between how fast you can put the tire on consistently. And that takes time and working with different changers, you know. But tire carriers were always overlooked and as the position that could be easily filled. But as jackmen are now learning how to carry, a lot of respect is coming back around. You're seeing how, you're seeing how important it is to carry and how hard it is to carry.
What role did you initially do when you were getting involved?
Well,
what was your role?
When I first got involved, my role was moving the tires that way. Walk it like. Anyways, no, I was a tire carrier. I was a jackman, and my coach at the time called me a little engine that could. I was an undersized jackman. I was strong. I can get the car up. But he said, if you want to progress in this sport, you know, you better stick to tire carrying. Because as soon as a 6'3" guy comes who can get the car up, you're out of there. Because I had short T-Rex arms and, you know, a good center of balance. But he, you know, I could jack, but
Can you just give me short T-Rex arms?
Short T-Rex arms like this, you know, so.
Yes.
Trying to jack the car, I didn't really have the leverage. I could get it done, but tire carrying was tire carrying was in my forte. I mean, it was in my future.
That's good. All right, so not something in your future. I need you to name 4 country artists.
Kenny Chesney, the Ken Dog.
No, you can't.
K-Dog, Kenny Slizzle.
How about Sugarland?
And Sugarland.
How about Toby Keith?
Toby Keith.
Dierks Bentley.
Dierks Bentley.
Chris
And
Stapleton.
Garth Brooks.
Not going to be at what
Jason
I'm talking
Aldean.
about. These are all, I'm so proud of him.
Jason
You're doing
Aldean.
so well.
Okay.
But the 4 specifically I want to talk about, what do you do on Memorial Day weekend?
Man,
you should cancel your plans.
Okay.
Because I have something for you.
You tell me what I'm doing.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
Tell me.
Here, borrow my pen so you can write down the country artist.
Let's do it.
Okay, it's Dirks Bentley.
Dirks.
It's Chris Stapleton.
Chris.
It's Toby Keith, and it's Sugarland.
Toby.
You can get your tickets now for the Country 500 at Daytona for Memorial Day weekend. That's May 25th, 26th, and 27th. Those are just some of the major acts on hand. So go to country500.com for more information, and we'll be right back with more MRN Crew Call.
Know what I'm doing.
Whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules Tires will get you there. Whether you're running on dirt or running a job. Our dependable, high-quality tires are the perfect fit for your needs. For unmatched value, selection, and warranty with industry-leading road hazard protection, there's only one choice, Hercules Tires. To learn more, visit HerculesTire.com or call 800-677-9535. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
MRN's Throwback Thursday, the greatest races in NASCAR history.
Richard Petty comes to the outside of Benny Parsons, and ladies and gentlemen, it will be Richard Petty victorious in the STP Dodge.
Listen Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern on MRN.com or the MRN app.
Dale Earnhardt has won the Daytona 500.
On demand in the MRN.com Media Center or on iTunes and Google Play.
Jeff Gordon wins the Southern 500 and the Winston Noble $5 million bonus.
Throwback Thursday on MRN.com.
When the sun goes down, the NASCAR stars come out.
Green flag, green flag, green flag. Inside the 48.
The spring race weekend at Richmond Raceway, back under the lights. April 20th and 21st. The Toyota Care 250 on Friday and Saturday night's Toyota Owners 400. Get your tickets at richmondraceway.com.
Red rear, guys. Red rear. We're going to be there. Bring that thing to the second fly, baby.
NASCAR in Richmond. Some things are better under the lights.
Hello. You've reached the Fantasy Hotline. This is Candy. What flavor? Oh, that's the other job. Oh, you've reached MRN Crew Call. Here's Sammi, Joe, and Rocko.
Welcome back to MRN Crew Call, sponsored by our Hercules Tire guy.
Yes, it is. What's this?
Who's that way?
And Grunt Style.
And Grunt Style Apparel,
Our boys
of course.
At Grunt Style.
I'm looking forward to some new shirts that we've got coming, apparently.
Yeah, they're coming.
So, pretty excited about that. And something else I'm excited about is our next guest that we're going to talk to. It's Paul Swan. He's the rear tire carrier for the number 3 Austin Dillon.
Yep.
Paul, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Paul Swizzle.
Looking forward to doing this.
Paul Swizzle, huh?
The Swan.
So, Paul, I need to get to the hard-hitting questions, okay?
Okay.
I read an article.
Hey, this isn't we hope it's not hard-hitting.
Well, it was hard-hitting when it happened.
Hard-hitting it is.
Yeah, that's right. I just, there may have been some smacks on the butt that hurt afterwards. You got tatted.
Yeah, there definitely were a couple pats after that weekend in Daytona. That definitely hurt a little bit more than it normally would have.
Why was that weekend in Daytona significant? Because our boy Paul Swan won the Daytona 500 as a pit crew member. As a pit crew member, that's big, man. Guys
huge.
have been pitting for years, and they always want that race checked off of their list. How did that feel after that win?
That was the most unbelievable feeling I've ever had in my life. It was my first race with Austin and the 3 team, and my first cup win, actually. And same with my guy, Darrell. We both came up in the sport together in 2014. We both started out at RCR. And
you were pitting a 27 car prior, right?
Darrell was. I was on the 13 last year.
Yeah, that is right. And then you moved your first race with Austin Dillon. You win the Daytona 500.
Yeah, dude, it was. Watching him pass Almirola and then watching him cross that finish line, like when he passed Almirola, we were all on the wall looking around like in disbelief, like we're going to win the Daytona 500. And then when he finally crossed that line, because in my past years of pitting, always looking up and down pit road after the race and seeing these guys jump off the wall and celebrate wins, man, I always said I want that feeling. I want to be that team. And for it to be at the Daytona 500, first Cup race with Austin and first Cup win was just an unbelievable experience.
See, Sammy,
that's killer.
After a feeling like that would make me want to get an ass tat. I'm like, oh man, this feels great. I'm getting an ass tat.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just why there? Why not on your arm?
The funny thing about that's not my first one. That was actually my third one.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, I did read that, and now you said
so
it's
you
like
have
a patch.
an ass tattoo fetish.
I basically
Is that
have
what
an
it is?
ass. Some people are into arm sleeves. Some people like the back. Some people like the chest. Man, I got the ass sleeves.
Well, was it just you? Or,
Wait, he said the ass sleeve.
the
Can we
ass
just pause
sleeve.
for a second for that?
I mean, did the whole team get this tattoo, or was it just you? And whose
there
idea
was a
was
few-
it?
There was a few people that got the tattoo, and some people got some new ones, and I'm not going to disclose any names, but there was definitely a few other people who joined the Wolf Pack that night, and
This
got
Wolf
got
Pack.
some other
That's
ones.
what I was going to ask
The
about.
Wolf
this.
Pack.
Were you part of the original Wolf Pack?
Yes, I was one of the original members.
Oh,
down
so
in
you went to
Daytona.
NC State.
What's that?
So you went to NC State.
No.
That's what the Wolf Pack means, right?
This is the New Age Wolf Pack.
The New Age. This is the remix.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, I was one of the original members of that original Wolf Pack, and we've had quite a few new members join. I think we're up to like 29 members now, something
wow.
like that. So the pack grows.
They're running the woods out there.
Oh yeah.
That's
How
right.
did the Wolf Pack title come to be?
Oh man, when we went down to Daytona on one of the Easter breaks, when everybody's off, we took some of our closest friends. I think there was like 6 or 7 of us, and we were just having a good time with the boys. And I think around that time was like when The Hangover came out, and they had their Wolf Pack on the show and everything. And so we were like, yeah, man, we want to, like, all of our tight knit group of friends. We're like a Wolf Pack, and so we decided that was going to be the name of our group, and we came up with a pretty cool logo, and now it's on all of us. So it's definitely a fun weekend when it originally started, and it's just grown since then.
Does starting the race season off like that give you that extra motivation and extra hunger to just repeat that feeling every week?
Oh yeah, like I said to Austin, I think a couple weeks on our Barn Life show, after getting that win and feeling what it's like to win and be at the top, man, you want that feeling every single week, and you want to win every single weekend. And hasn't happened again yet, but I think we're getting some good finishes. We just got a top 10 out in California, and I think we're trending in the right direction. I definitely think we're gonna see ourselves back in victory lane at some point this season.
See, Paul, what resonates with me and Sammy, just explained to you, a lot of drivers don't have the relationship that Austin Dillon has with his crew. When I read your stories, when I see you guys at the track, the relationship that Austin has with you is quite unique. Being in the sport for a number of years, he really knows you guys. He hangs out with you guys. And as far as your performance on pit road, I just want to get a little technical. Which philosophy are you guys using to perform the 5-man stop? Are you using 2 tire carriers, I believe, or are you just
we do the 2 jackman way.
The 2 jackman way.
So
yeah,
Darrell, I'll come out, I'll jack the right side of the car, hang the right front. Darrell hangs the right rear. He grabs the jack, runs around to the left side of the car. He jacks up the left side and hangs that left rear, and I hang the left front. And that's how all of our teams are doing it. And I think that's how Hendrick's all doing it, and a couple other teams. And we feel like it's a very fast way to do it, and we have the athletes that are able to do that.
And see, you hit nail on the head right there. You have the athletes that are able to do it. Doing it that way, the 2 carrier philosophy, you have to have elite athletes to be able to move.
Did you just Migos that way?
That way. I'm doing it all day.
Way.
Hey, you saw Migos at the track, right, Paul?
Yeah, that's right. We actually had them on our little Procast
I saw it.
iPad.
I saw it. But you guys have the elite athletes there, and you're able to do the 2 carrier philosophy. And I do feel like that is the fast way, but not every team can do it that way. They don't have the personnel to pull that off.
Yeah, I mean, other teams are doing it different ways and still being fast. So I mean, there's more than one way to do it, but we feel like this gives us the best possibility to having fast, consistent stops. And it's been really fun doing this 5-man stuff. I know a lot of people were kind of against it or worried about it, but I think at RCR we really adapted well. We hit the ground running right when we found out, and everybody was really receptive to it all. And we've been enjoying it, loving it, and trying to find new ways to make it faster.
Quick question before we let you go. Do you feel like, because you've worked with other teams before, going to this team, is there a different chemistry amongst the crew?
Yeah, and like Rocko was saying, how Austin is different from other drivers and their crews, how he really gets to know the guys. Like, Austin's one of my best friends, and Darrell and Rader and Jake and Terry, we're all really tight-knit group of guys. And Austin really takes the time to get to know each and every one of us and has that relationship with us, so that when we go out and pit for him, we want to do our absolute best for him because he's one of our boys, one of our guys. You know,
one of the pack.
We're part of the Wolf Pack, and we all do stuff outside of the track. So I think it makes it special being a part of the team together when it's all your boys and you all care for each other. You want to do your best possible for him every single time you pit that race car.
That's
so I
awesome.
think the chemistry really definitely lifts our group up and lifts our team up and really helps us be successful.
Well said. When you pit his car, which way do you want Austin to go?
I want him to go that way.
That way.
That's right.
Paul Swan, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you putting up with all of our Amigos lyric drops.
I love it. Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
Okay, we'll be rooting for you. Do you want to tell him that he's the best?
Hey, you're the best tire carrier out there. The
And
best
Jack
I've
Go
seen.
ahead, say it.
Best Jack man I've seen. The best out there.
All right, Paul Swan, the rear tire carrier for the number 3 Austin Dillon. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll be back with more MRN Crew Call right after this.
Grunt Style. The American fighting spirit is in everything we make. We are 500 patriots and veterans strong, bringing clothing manufacturing back to the United States of America. Always moving forward, never retreating, never giving up. We are Grunt Style, and this we'll defend. Get yours at gruntstyle.com or on the track this week at Martinsville Speedway.
I'm former crew chief and STP auto expert Steve Letarte. Does your engine feel like it's down on power? It could be caused by deposits on fuel injectors, engine valves, and combustion chambers. An easy way to help clean up your fuel system and restore lost power is through the gas tank with STP Ultra 5-in-1 Fuel System Cleaner. One bottle contains 3 times the amount of cleaning agents versus the leading premium gasoline to help keep your engine running strong. STP inside every great machine.
One bottle contains 3 times by weight the amount of cleaning agents and 35 gallons of the leading premium gasoline.
This is power. This is tradition. This is Talladega. The biggest party in NASCAR returns April 27th through 29th.
Bring the whole family out to Talladega Super Speedway for the Kids VIP experience. Kids 12 and under can choose from a number of great options behind the scenes, like guided garage tours, pre-race photo ops, and more. This is more than a race. This is Talladega.
Thank you for joining MRN Crew Call. If you know your party's extension, please send it along. I haven't been to a good one in years. Now, here's Sammi, Joe, and Rocko.
Hey, if there's going to be a huge party in Martinsville this weekend, I don't know if you know.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Well, I won't be there, but I will be tuning in. Will you be tuning in? Will you be there?
I'll be there this week.
You're going after the clock again.
Yes.
All right, welcome back to MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style Apparel.
Oh, yeah.
So, Rocko, what's the key to winning in Martinsville?
The paperclip. Well, first thing I want to do, the paperclip. That's
Okay.
the name of the nickname of the
Yes.
racetrack. But the first thing I want to do is touch a little bit on, we didn't get to go into the one carrier philosophy since
they're of the two.
They're the 2 carrier philosophy.
Right.
And when you have an elite jackman who can index a tire and get around the car fast, you might lose a little bit on the indexing of the tire being that he's a jackman, but when you do the 1 carrier philosophy, you gain a lot of time on his ability to peg the right and left side efficiently. Where you're teaching tire carriers how to peg the car, that means jack the car up on the right and left side. They might
Thank you for explaining that.
They might not be as fast as your natural jackman who's used to pegging a car, but you lose a little bit on his ability to carry.
Right.
But there are jackmen out there who do those efficiently, as we had Stan Doolittle. He jacks and carries well, so when you have that single tire carrier on the rear, his only job is to get around the car in 5.5 seconds. But to win there, it's all about pit selection, pit stops, keeping your car in one piece.
Big on the pits.
Not losing any spots. It's hard to pass there.
Yeah.
And those are the as it relates to crew members, some of the keys.
All right. Well, like I said, big party in Martinsville. And if you're looking for more power, guess who has it? Our buddies at STP. They will give you more power under the hood. Start at the gas tank with STP Ultra 5-in-1 Fuel System Cleaner. STP inside every great machine. And we're going to see tons of great machines this weekend.
Tons.
So I'm looking forward to that. And I want to know your philosophy on winning another clock, and where are you going to put it?
Well, I do have two. You
have two big ones?
Well, no, if I had to. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I would put them right next to each other, and I'd have them chime at the same time.
Well, obviously, otherwise their times would be off.
It's such a great prize to win, and a lot of these crew members, they're really going to, there was a big qualifying debacle last week to the point where there was a lot of cars that did not make qualifying, and they had to go to the rear. Let me tell you, from a crew member's perspective, we give a damn about qualifying. It's just a matter of us, getting a good pit stall, because that's going to be the key for the crew members.
Well, we have all of the viewing greatness on MRN, and our coverage is going to start on Saturday. It's going to be at 1:30 for the truck series. That's the Alpha Energy Solutions 250. And then we've got the qualifying, which we were just discussing how important that really is. That's going to start at 5 p.m. And then, of course, the actual race. Our coverage will start at 1 p.m. for the STP 500. You don't want to miss it. Thank you so much for tuning in to MRN Crew Call. We'll catch you next week when Rocko has another grandfather clock to show off.
I hope. That would be nice.
Can't wait. Oh, get your tickets to the Country 500. Don't forget.
We're going to do the